Welcome, Dan. You're always the one that's usually commenting on the lives, but now you're actually on the live. How's that
There
feel?
you go. Yeah, what's up, man? It feels pretty good. I'm a little bit nervous, but it's all good.
You get used to it, you know. It's
Yeah,
um, it's funny because I used to get so nervous before doing all this kind of stuff, and then it just I mean, it kind of feels like a fight sometimes before.
true.
You
Yeah,
start rushing and everything, your heart starts pumping, like, oh my God, people are going to be
yeah.
watching me and stuff. But then you realize, like, oh, it doesn't matter, you know. So, but thanks for the time,
Boy,
man.
was I nervous today, man?
Yeah, thanks for the
Sure,
time.
man.
I'm excited to talk a little bit more because I know that you've had a lot of ups and downs recently, and I think it'll be really
Yeah,
relatable for a lot of people in a
yeah,
variety of walks of
yeah.
life. So before we get into that, though, why don't you just give a quick little breakdown of your background, where you're from, what you do, how long you've been training, and that kind of stuff.
Cool. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Miami, and right after university, I moved to Korea, and then I lived there for 10 years. Now I live in Japan. And what should I call it? Whew, about my training life. Okay. So like I was like fat when I was in middle school. Like pretty fat.
Like Cartman
I had
fat.
asthma.
Cartman fat.
Yeah. So like I was like, okay, and like whew, boy, yeah, like I couldn't even do a push up to save my life. Like I was an easy target for bullying. Basically, like you see me, I'm like, okay, like yeah, you see that kid, I'll be like, oh, that guy looks pretty damn hopeless to me, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And then like I tried to do like martial arts, but then like my asthma would kick in. I'm SLO, and then like I don't know, like maybe sometime around like September, my mom took me to some Taekwondo lessons, tried to give me another chance at this, and I stuck with that. I got a black belt in that after 3 years, and like I didn't notice it myself, but like after a couple of years, what you call it? Yeah. Like after a couple of years of taekwondo, like some friends of mine would see me and they're like, "Damn, what the fuck happened to you, man? You're like so skinny, man. What the hell happened?" I'm like, "Taekwondo." I was doing some martial arts, and boom, here I am. And like what you may call it, when I was like in high school, when I started going to like I started taekwondo around my high school years, and like the bullying totally stopped. Like some kids were like, "Damn, man, you went up the thugs now, yo." Know what I'm saying? I'm like, sure, that's cool. That's kind of
Gangster.
cool. Yeah. And then like I discovered UFC at some point,
Mhm.
right? And I was really big into that. I was like, oh, this is some cool stuff. Like, and this was like kind of back then when like UFC and MMA was still like underground. So
Yeah, still
like
putting up a little bit.
yeah. So like I found an MMA gym. I started training that, and like and then I say like, oh yeah, like I'm training to like do something similar to that kind of stuff, that UFC stuff, and like and like the kids were like, okay, yeah, then I'm not gonna fuck with you anymore because like that shit looks crazy.
Mhm.
And I've never done an MMA fight, but like I did Muay Thai amateur fights, but I'll continue that later on.
Mhm.
All right. So then I did some MMA. Then I got to college, right? Like I made it to university. I continued my MMA somewhat, but then like I started studying abroad in Japan, and then I had to finish my bachelor's degree, and then I got really sick. Like this was like during the time when that swine flu was going around,
Mhm.
and I just never kind of felt that kind of sickness before. So we went to like so then I was like, okay, yeah, I have this kind of nasty stuff. So and then also like the other thing, so like going to a gym was like not was kind of out of the question.
Yeah.
So I
Understand.
took a break from martial arts, But I'm kind of adjusting myself because that bone marrow injection hurts. And yeah, so then I moved to Korea eventually after my finished my bachelor's. And I moved into a new country, so like I found like a Hapkido place and I trained there for a little bit. But then I had a problem with my job. They moved locations, so like I had to move to another place, and I found a Muay Thai gym over there. But then I had another problem, and I had to move again.
And now you're in Japan, as far as I know, right?
Yeah,
Now you're in Japan.
right. I found like a Muay Thai. I found one stable home finally in Korea, and I found Muay Thai gym, like a pure Muay Thai gym, and I'm like, yeah, like cause like I really like this. In MMA, I really like the striking part the most. I mean, the grappling's
Yeah.
really cool and all that, but like,
Same thing.
I don't know, there's something about the striking aspect, like the, right? Like, just something so satisfying about that, right? Like a good striking workout, right? Like just a few rounds in the pads, beating that heavy bag so mercilessly, some good rounds of sparring, it was just so dang satisfying, man. So like, I went to this gym in Korea for like a few years. I was quite there for a while. I took a winter vacation because like Korea's like fucking cold as fuck. Like, and I don't miss those winters at all.
I bet,
I flew to Thailand for my winter vacation, and I went to Ultra Fight Gym, and I trained there for like a week. And during that training, I also managed to finish my master's degree too.
Well done. Well done. So now you're in Japan, and I know that you've been like in and out of training because you've had a variety of challenges kind of come up because you had like your broken ribs, and so I want to get a little insight on how you've been able to transition to training with like at home. And I know you also do some of the fighter's body stuff.
My first injury was like
too. Sorry, go ahead.
Right. Yeah. So like, what should I call it? Well, first of all, I had like a hand. My hand was broken, and this is my left hand, the one that I write with. Right, I'm a southpaw, so just jabs, man.
Yeah.
And punches, I just replace them with elbows. Right, like the punches, I'll just replace them with elbows, and basically, besides my jab and my elbows, like there'll be a lot of kicks and knees because I still got those. Yeah. And when I joined the gym and I did some pad work, my coaches saw, okay, you have a cast on your hand, so jab, 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 elbow, 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 kick, kick. So that was pretty good. That was convenient. I broke my ribs from sparring because like I got my partner. He kneed me right in the ribs. I think I was also rocking right into the knee kick, and like total badass that guy was. Yeah, and he broke ribs.
So how's your training?
I didn't even know that they were.
Sorry,
one more time.
Like, how's your training going now? So like, what's the day-to-day life like for Dan? What type of training are you doing?
I mean, normally before, like I was doing like a fighter's body stuff in the morning and then my gym in the afternoon. I think now that like I have like this low blood platelet kind of thing going on, the doctor told me to like not do Muay Thai for a while, at least no sparring, not even a heavy bag, because he says like if I punch too hard and it causes internal bleeding in my hands, I'm SOL. So like that, even right now as we speak, I'm planning that out right now, right? Yeah. Like I'm planning out like what will be my new
training routine.
Workout. Yeah, because like I got this thing right now, this low blood platelet that I won't stop bleeding or something like that thing. I don't know, but like, and so I'm trying to adapt, but like, I'm really happy. This is actually kind of one reason why I'm happy about having fighter's body, because I can do it. I don't need to hit a bag. I don't need to like get hit, and I can still get a pretty good workout in. Right? That's actually one thing I like about like the fighter's body, because like like it like even it's safe for me who has like low blood platelets right now, right? And even with my injuries, just change a few techniques, like my broken ribs, and I wanted to like try out that bull cow workout stuff, but so I basically switched to orthodox stance.
Nice.
Because I can't do any right kicks, right?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm so I switched to my right-handed stance, and I practice it from there. But like,
So what have been some of your favorite workouts so far, or like what is your favorite type of workout? I should ask.
I kind of like shadowboxing shred, because it's like it's got like that technique, and I also get a pretty intense workout. And it has like that extra, like especially like the later ones, like I forgot what was it, like after phase 4, maybe after phase 4, like you added in that extra 1 minute of freestyle shadowboxing.
So like, I like that.
I like that. Yeah, it's cool because I get to practice those techniques that you just taught just now, right? So right, like. Or like for example, if I really like a technique, or like if I'm not quite, if I haven't quite gotten the hang of that technique, so I have like that 1 extra minute to like get it down, right? To try to get it down.
Yeah. Have you seen much improvement in your technique? And if so, what techniques have you seen yourself just getting better at?
Yeah. I can see myself like getting, definitely quite across the board. I'm getting better at like with the roundhouse kick, like the contracting thing. That's been more or less hardwired into my brain by now. Like
that's good. That's important.
Yeah, and even like like also like if I miss, right? Like how to like what to do after I miss, right? Like throwing a side teep or throwing a check. So like that whole contracting, instead of like because before I would normally like just do the 360, right? And I mean, of course, like every coach does that. A lot of my coach teach that. A lot of guys do that, right? I don't know if I don't think it's bad or anything, but like when you're using like your just stop and retract, like I really like that much more, because like I don't have my back facing my opponent.
Yes. Yeah. There's no right or wrong way, right? There's just other ways. And so
what works for you and what doesn't work for you. If it works for you, keep it. If it doesn't, discard it. And I decided to keep that, whatchamacallit,
the retracting
thingy. I feel my teeps have gotten much better now, because like
better balance and control.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, because that's something that I've been lacking at a few. Oof. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. There you go. Much better.
Better.
Cool. So like the checking and teeping and all of that kind of stuff, I feel that's gotten much better.
Awesome. So.
And.
Right. Sorry. I was just gonna ask about like your fitness and stuff too. Do you feel like your fitness has improved at all?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like definitely. Like when I started Fighter's Body workout, actually, like, so I was just transitioning into life in Japan. It's been a month since I moved to Japan, and my job hasn't started yet because there was like a state of emergency, right? Just like around April, and also like as I just moved into Japan, like there was a heavy metal concert that I wanted to go to, which is why I came to Japan before my job started. And I got friends from Europe coming over, and every night we'd get together. We were like drinking, and of course, those were definitely good times. I'm gonna miss those guys this year, but like, well, of course, like, yeah, we were like drinking every day. I was drinking so much whiskey every day. Every night, every morning was a hangover, and yeah, of course, needless to say, I skimped on my training up quite a bit, and then like, I was like, okay, you know what? Now I'm gonna be living in Japan. I'm not here as a tourist anymore. It's time to fucking get in shape, man. Time to like find some martial arts. All the martial arts gyms are closed, and yeah, like I wanted to do some martial arts, right? But they were all closed, and then yeah, like and also even if I wanted to do like even if they were open, I was freaking out one day because I had like a sniffing nose. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Fucking coronavirus. So I'm like, I can't go outside because I don't want to like. I didn't feel bad, but like I didn't want to like give anything to anyone, right? Yeah. I don't want to be Mr. like getting everybody sick, right? So
yeah,
like,
for sure.
I just stayed in my Airbnb for a while, and of course I still wanted to keep in shape. And I see, oh hey, your fighter's body thingy is open. You know what? I'll try it out, right? I tried out like your 7-day trial, and then I see, okay, you're gonna add more to this, right? Cool. So I decided, okay, you know what? I'll do it. So then I joined, and I don't regret it at all. It's freaking awesome.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much because you're always posting positivity in the group. You're always just being able to share your experiences and just being a part of the group. So I really appreciate you just showing up, especially to all these lives. I always see you in the comments and everything, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And so, yeah, just thanks so much for your time today. I hope you feel better, and I want to definitely keep me in the loop with like how everything's going with your health and with your training and everything, and let me know how you're able to schedule your training now that you have to kind of adapt a little bit. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So like of course fighter's body's gonna stay a part of that because the doctor said like shadow boxing and calisthenics and all that stuff are okay. Yeah. Excuse the weird postures and adjusting because the place I got ejected still is kind of bothering me, but like what was I talking about? Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about adapting to a new training schedule and
yeah. That's true. Yeah. So like I think maybe like hold on. Yeah, so I might have to like skip out on like the afternoon gym, or at least like hitting a bag. He said was not allowed. So like, yeah, that's kind of gonna suck for a bit. But
a lot of shadow boxing shred, a lot of technique focus, a lot of
exactly. That's what I'm thinking, man. Like, yeah, I can still do your technique and workouts and your shadow boxing shred workouts, right? That's not a problem at all. So like, yeah, even if I can't like hit things, even if I can't hit people, even if I cannot get hit, right? Like I can still do your workouts. And yeah, that's one of my favorite things about your workouts. All I need is a room.
Yeah, that's all you need. You just need enough space to punch and kick, and then you're good to go. Right?
Yeah. Well, even this place, like my house is tiny as hell. But like, I can still kick here. I can still teep here.
Still a good gym to me.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I got to get going. We got another interview coming up. I got to get ready for.
All right, dude.
Thanks again. It was so nice to meet you face to face. Hope to see more in the group. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'll talk to you soon. All right.
Cool, man. See you soon, man.